The Last Leaf. In the sun-drenched valley of Lumina, where rivers sang and mountains shimmered with rare crystals, lived the meadow weavers. Their villages, built into colossal, ancient trees with bark like polished amethyst, hummed with a quiet magic. Every spring, the great bloom would sweep through Lumina, painting the landscape in vibrant hues, and every autumn, the trees would shed their leaves in a dazzling cascade of crimson and gold. But one tree stood apart, the Whisper Tree, an ancient oak at the valley's heart, said to hold the collective memories of generations. Its leaves, always a luminous emerald, never fell. Elara, a young meadow weaver with hair the color of dawn and a spirit as bright as the morning star, was known for her boundless curiosity. Unlike others who revered the Whisper Tree from a respectful distance, Elara often spent hours beneath its sprawling branches, listening to the gentle rustle of its leaves, convinced they whispered forgotten tales. Her grandmother, Lyra, the wisest of the meadow weavers, often smiled, saying, "The Whisper Tree chooses its listeners, child. Perhaps it sees a new story in you." One autumn, as the other trees began their fiery descent into dormancy, a peculiar shimmer appeared on the Whisper Tree. One of its emerald leaves, high on the eldest branch, began to glow with an ethereal, soft light, unlike any other. It grew brighter each day, pulsing gently as if with a tiny heart. The meadow weavers gathered, perplexed and a little concerned. The Whisper Tree's leaves never changed, never glowed. Lyra approached, her eyes twinkling with a knowing light. "The Whisper Tree has chosen to share a memory," she announced. "But it is a fragile one, from a time when Lumina faced its greatest shadow. This leaf holds the key, but it asks for a pure heart to understand its tale, and a courageous spirit to complete it." Elara, her heart pounding with excitement and a touch of trepidation, stepped forward. "I will listen, grandmother." Lyra explained the ancient magic. To hear the memory, you must create a dew-catcher, a vessel woven from pure intent, capable of collecting the Whisper Tree's tears. The leaf will weep its story in drops of starlight dew. But each drop holds only a fragment, and the dew must be caught before it touches the earth, or the memory fades forever. Elara spent days in the sun-drenched meadows, not weaving baskets, but weaving intent. She gathered moonlight-silvered spider silk, the iridescent wings of slumbering sun beetles, and the petals of glow-bloom flowers. With a focused mind and nimble fingers, she crafted a small, intricate goblet. It didn't look like much, just shimmering threads and petals, but when she held it, it pulsed faintly with her own hopeful magic. That night, beneath a sky dusted with diamonds, Elara placed her dew-catcher beneath the glowing leaf. Slowly, exquisitely, the emerald leaf began to weep. Not water, but tiny, perfect orbs of shimmering starlight. Each drop, as it fell, hummed with a faint melody, a whisper of a distant time. Elara, with steady hands and an even steadier heart, caught each one. They felt cool and vibrant, like captured dreams. As the dew-catcher filled, the starlight dew began to coalesce, forming shifting images within the goblet. Elara saw a Lumina choked by shadows, its colors muted, its songs silenced. A terrible drought had gripped the land, and the once singing rivers were dust. The meadow weavers were listless, their magic fading with their hope. Then an ancient fae appeared, not one of the gentle Lumina folk, but a gaunt, shadowy figure who offered a solution. A single, colossal shadow bloom that would draw moisture from the deep earth, saving the trees. The memory showed the shadow bloom growing, vast and dark, its roots piercing the earth, its petals absorbing all light and joy. It saved the trees, but at a terrible cost. Lumina's vibrant magic was being siphoned away, replaced by a dull, constant ache. The rivers flowed, but their song was a mournful dirge. The crystals on the mountains no longer shimmered. The meadow weaver's amethyst bark turned a dull gray. The final image in the dew was of a tiny meadow weaver, barely more than a sprout, who dared to pluck a single, vibrant petal from the wilting grape bloom, a petal that had miraculously retained its color. The memory ended there, leaving Elara with a powerful question. What happened to that petal? Elara, holding the shimmering goblet, felt a surge of understanding. The meadow weavers had exchanged their vibrant life for mere survival, seduced by a quick solution that stole their true essence. The glowing leaf pulsed again, and Lyra's gentle voice spoke in her mind. The memory is incomplete, Alara. The whisper tree has shown you the forgotten mistake, but the path to healing is for you to discover. Find the echo of that petal. For days, Alara searched. She revisited the ancient places, the once vibrant glades now quietly dull. She spoke to the oldest trees, asking about wilting flowers and forgotten colors. Finally, she consulted the Sun Singer, a colossal crystal formation high in the mountains, said to store the purest light of Lumina. There, nestled in a small, hidden crevice, Alara found it, not a petal, but a tiny, glowing seed. It pulsed with the exact vibrant hue of the petal from the dewcatcher's vision. It was the sunspark seed, the last vestige of the true Great Bloom's magic, saved by that brave, ancient meadow weaver. But it was dormant, its light faint, waiting. Alara felt the seed hum in her palm. It needed true light, not just sun, but the inner light of unselfish hope. She remembered the lesson from the whisper tree's memory. The quick fix of the shadow bloom had stolen their essence. The solution couldn't be another grand, external magic. It had to come from within Lumina itself. She returned to the whisper tree, the glowing seed clutched in her hand. Lyra met her, her eyes full of expectation. The seed of true light, I see, Lyra murmured. But how will you wake it? Alara looked at the whisper tree's last glowing leaf, still softly pulsing. She then looked at her own hands, at the simple woven goblet, and at the sunspark seed. It needs a shared song, grandmother, she declared. A song not of power, but of shared hope and memory. She gathered all the meadow weavers. With the sunspark seed nestled at the base of the whisper tree, and the glowing leaf above them, Alara began to sing. It wasn't an ancient anthem or a powerful chant. It was a simple, heartfelt melody, one she had hummed as a child, full of the joy of Lumina's everyday beauty, the warmth of sun on new grass, the laughter of friends, the taste of berry dew. At first, only Alara's voice filled the air. But slowly, gently, others joined. Lyra's wise voice, then the clear tones of the younger weavers, then the deeper hums of the elders. It was a song of shared memories, of simple joys, of their inherent connection to the land and to each other. It was a song of what they truly were, not what magic they could command. As the chorus swelled, the sunspark seed began to glow with blinding intensity. Its light pulsed through the whisper tree's roots, awakening the ancient oak. The single glowing leaf released its starlight, not into the dewcatcher, but upwards, into the very air. Suddenly, a wave of vibrant color surged through Lumina. The amethyst bark of the meadow weaver homes shimmered anew. The rivers, still flowing, now burst into true, joyful song. The crystals on the mountains pulsed with rainbow light. The shadow bloom, unable to withstand the wave of authentic Lumina magic, shriveled and receded into the earth, leaving behind only rich, dark soil. The sunspark seed, having released its light, settled back into the earth, ready to nurture a new great bloom that would never again be sacrificed for false survival. Alara, now known as the Song Weaver, understood the deepest lesson. True power doesn't come from controlling external forces or seeking quick fixes. It lies in remembering one's authentic self, cultivating simple joys, and fostering genuine connection. Like a single, luminous leaf, a small act of true heart can reawaken the greatest magic. Lumina thrived, its colors brighter, its songs richer, forever nourished by the memory held in the whisper tree's emerald leaves and the girl who learned to listen. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe the channel and like the video. Thank you.